Well, let's get into this. Why it's important for you, us. Why it's important to go private now. Why is it? So why are you talking about trust so much? I'm bored. You know, you're an intelligent brother. There's so many things I would be interested in hearing you speak on. You know, sometimes you get into, dialogues or conversations where you're discussing something other than trust, and it is very insightful. Look, these types of things I've heard, I understand. I, in a way, devoted my time, or I wouldn't say life, because who knows? I'm probably not going to be doing this forever, but I've devoted at least the foreseeable future, to, my executive trusteeship here at the foundation, and that's just where I'm at. I understand, and, maybe there's going to be a time where I'm like, look, I'm going to expand and, allow literally, the subject matter that I, dabble into to be more expansive. I can do that, maybe. But right now, this is what needs to be heard. I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing at all. I've been trying to paint this picture for years. I've been attempting to illustrate the scene that lies before us and will lie before us in the future, while we are being distracted with all types of weird news and media and all these other things, while these things are going on that seriously affect our lives and the lives of those we care about and will care about in the future. So that's what it is, right? What am I talking about? Why is it so important to go? Look, this dude, he just does trustee training and he just wants to get money. Look, man, I'm just going to go on the record officially and let everyone know for the record. Look, man, what am I trying to say? I do not have to do this, man. I understand that this is important. I also understand that I need to acknowledge and respect the laws of the universe, the laws of nature. There's nothing free. Everything requires an exchange. This stuff is real. 1% information. You think I'm playing with you? I had to travel the world to gather all this stuff, man. Not just the country. And being able to survey the landscape and understand what's coming down, man. I'm trying to warn y'all and motivate y'all to be accountable, responsible, and stand up. Quit expecting free stuff. But that's neither here nor there. These shows are absolutely free, and these is why I do it. And I put a lot of information out for free that other people charge for, and that's part of the policy, the contracting venture of the foundation. So why am I tripping? Why is this dude only talking about trust? Because this stuff is about to get serious. Everything is about to be tracked. There's about to be central bank digital currencies. They're getting people, in my opinion, used to central bank digital currencies by showing all this money being made in cryptocurrencies and DeFi, decentralized finance. A lot of people are losing money, but they're showing you all these crypto billionaires and millionaires and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. This is my personal opinion. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a lawyer. I don't get legal advice, none of that. And everything is going to be tracked. And why is everything going to be tracked? We'll get to that. But IRS cracks down on third-party payment apps. Online sellers be warned. The IRS has changed sales reporting thresholds. IRS is now requiring that banks report accounts that have transactions that exceed $600 a year, man. A year? What's going on? What's happening? I'm going to tell you what's happening, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a prophet. I'm not, hey, I don't have the foretelling. But, I'm pretty good with deductive reasoning. What I've deduced, I'm gonna share with you, and I want you to get real. And then at the end of the show, I'm gonna tell y'all how one lucky man or woman is going to be able to sign up for trustee training for free. Y'all don't let me forget. We talk about inflation. Just pay attention. Inflation. Hey, let's connect the dots. Inflation, what is it? Inflation basically means, inflation technically is the increase in the monetary supply, the increase of notes, currency notes that are available in circulation within a country or within a system. We would say this monetary system, the United States monetary system surpasses and, is inclusive of the entire globe. There's U.S. dollars everywhere, and a lot of countries use dollars and accept dollars, which, is changing, but it is what it is. Now, inflation being the increase in the money supply equates to more notes for the same goods and services. Inflation. That's what we're hearing. That's what I was talking about last year, the last couple of years. I'm like, inflation, it's about to be crazy. This is crazy. What I'm looking at, these numbers, is crazy. All this stuff is crazy. Inflation is about to be real. Here we are. Now, we got supply chain issues, supply, lower consistent amounts of goods, of food, and other products, cotton stuff. You got your T-shirts, your Hanes, Fruit of the Looms, Victoria's Secret, whatever you do, however you do your dance. Goods and services, you see, it's in the news, store shelves. These grocery stores are having problems stocking shelves on top of inflation, right? So we have supply demand pressures that are that exist in the same market or in the same venue as increased money supply and increased prices on goods and services. Just follow me. All right? So we're going to see lower consistent amounts of food and goods and services, which is going to supply and demand, which means, these inflation numbers, the price, we're going to raise the price 8%, 10%. Look, man, you're going to see 20, 30%. They're just going to do it year over year, every quarter or something. It's going to be crazy. Just pay attention. This is going to get weird. The value of retirement 401k, IRAs are in correction. And a lot of employees do not have access to the matched funds. The funds that were apparently matched, they have, there's little word quirks where you get it after 6 years or something. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Is the value of your 401k really what it looks like? And I'm not trying to scare anyone, but are you seeing that these markets are going into corrections? And what is this all about, man? Let's just get into it. I mean, the biggest thing that boils down to how this all kind of ties together, right? You have inflation. We have more currency notes for the same goods and services. Same goods and services. Same thing, man. This is the same pair of Timbs, man. Made in the same country with the same materials, man. But I gotta keep. You got supply chain issues, which is going to have an aggregate effect on price pressures. You not only have inflation pressures, but you have the price pressures due to supply chain issues, logistics issues. They blame Omegatron. They can blame the Panorama. They blame China, Evergrande. They block the canal. There's all types of fingers to point, but this is what's going on. And this is what's going to continue. You got IRS reporting requirements. They want to know everything. It's costing more. Look, here's what's going on. Tax brackets. Y'all familiar with tax brackets? Individuals. If you have a job, man, I want you to pay close attention to what I'm about to say. I want you to get this. If you have a job, if you are employed, single filers, married couples, filing jointly, and heads of households. It's a thing called tax brackets, right? Right now, tax brackets, single filers. The tax bracket is 10% if you make up to $9,950. Of course, the deductions that you can take. We're talking about brass tacks here. If you make up to $9,950, single filers, 10% federal income tax, not including any deductions. Married individuals filing joint returns can make up to $19,900. You got 10% tax, flat. Heads of households, you can make up to $14,200. Okay, $14,000. Look, you make $14,000 a year, you're struggling. But either way, 10% tax. Now, when you reach that threshold, from $9,951 to $40,000 or $40,525, you have a 12% flat tax for individual filers. Married individuals, it's between $19,901 to $81,050. Flat tax, $12,000. Heads of household, $14,201 to $54,200. Flat tax, right? Flat tax, $12,000. This is federal. Now from there, it jumps to $22,000. 22% tax, 22%. So for single filers, if you make $40,526 to $86,375. Wow. You see me. I'm trying to show that you make more bread. You know what I mean? I'm trying to manifest it for you. I can't help it. But between 40,000 and 40,500 to 86,000, roughly 22% tax for single filers. Married, you got between $81,051 to $172,750. Flat tax, 22%. And then head of households, $54,201 to $86,350. And you would think, hey man, $86,000 is a lot of money. All right. Now, and we got 24%, 32%, 35%, 37%. 32% if you make $164,000 individually, or $330,000 as a married persons, right? And you would think, oh man, that doesn't apply to me. Did you just hear me say that these employers are looking to raise your pay? You may think, oh, I'm only in this tax bracket. I'm going to tell you this right here. You stay employed long enough in this market, you will be bumped up in tax brackets. That's how this works. You're going to bump up. How much are homes? Do you see the prices decreasing anytime soon? People need a place to live. Now, the valuations, right? The valuations of homes may take a hit, right? Look, but let me tell you something. Let's put this together. If the Federal Reserve, if they're talking about raising interest rates, right? The price of the home is cheaper, but we're paying more interest to get a loan on the home. You follow what I'm saying? No, I'm not saying it's going to equally match, but look, man, you see property taxes decreasing anytime soon. How much is food? Do you see food prices decreasing anytime soon? You understand what I'm saying? We're going to have to make more money as employees to pay these higher living costs for the same things, same goods and services. I got the same mortgage, man. They increased they raised the interest rate. They sent me a letter saying, like, what? How about the same oranges? There's a blight. There's some sort of fungus. There's cold temperatures and Omegatron, and now I can't buy oranges under $80. How much is energy? Are your energy prices increasing? They're talking about $100 a barrel of oil. What do you think that's going to do to the gas price? The prices of gas. What do you think it's going to do? J.P. Morgan projecting $140 a barrel of oil, $170 or whatever dollar a barrel. What do you think that's going to do with the prices at the pump? It's going to increase the prices, right? Do you see any of these prices decreasing anytime soon? Prices are increasing. You're going to have to make more money. Tax brackets. You're going to bump into other tax brackets, man. Look, just do your own research. How about that? Your 401k, it may not be what you think it is. And on top of that, it's in the markets. It's connected to the markets that are in correction right now. They're in correction territory right now, technically and specifically in correction territory. And the more that they talk about these interest rates, man, look, to me, this is why it's important to go private now. These cash payment apps, the IRS is cracking down on those. They want to know all of it. They're going to be tracking everything. Let them introduce these CBDCs, individuals, employees. And I'm not talking down to you. I'm trying to tell you. Let them introduce these central bank digital currencies and how they be tracking everything. You can get a loan from moms, and they be like, that's income. Prove it. Prove it that it was a loan. Prove it was a gift. And then there's gift tax exclusions. That's, we've actually reduced the exclusion for the gift tax. It's now only $2,000. Control. This is the epitome of control. Put you in brackets, put you in a system where there's ever increasing prices for goods and services, put you in a system where there's ever increasing monetary supply. So it's the silent and hidden tax, which is inflation, because your labor is the same labor. Hey, I do the same labor, but the dollars that I got for the labor, the dollars that I received in exchange for my labor, they're reducing in their value the longer I hold them. The Federal Reserve, they push for 2% inflation on the currency every year. They're looking to inflate the currency, and they call that price stability or some sort of stable market conditions. Like, man, this stuff is weird. This is the system that individuals are in, married individuals, single filers, married individuals, and they got these brackets. Where they know it's inflation in this whole system, so you're going to have to pay for more for your goods and services. You're going to have to pay for more for your food. You have to pay for more for your energy, which means you're going to have to get more money. You're going to need a raise. You're going to need to do some side gig and use Venmo to get the money or PayPal to get the money. They're going to be all over you. And you think that the Internal Revenue Service is not going to attempt to allege that you are in a different bracket and tax you higher. There is something missing, I would say, in the logic or in the thought process or lack thereof that you possess. And on top of that, there are ceilings and only specific deductions allowable to individuals. And inherently, corporations. Now, corporations are allowed more liberal to their deductions, but still, in fact, the deductions or allowable deductions are restricted by statute. In the case of a state entity created, a corporation, an LLC or something like that, as well as by Internal Revenue Code on the federal level. Same thing with individuals, whether you are married or not, whether you're head of household or not. There are specific allowable deductions and credits, and beyond that, you're done, son. Inflation is out of control. While wages are going to rise in the highest number in the next couple of years than they ever have in probably the last 30, 40 years. And it's not like we're making more money because we're paying more for the same goods and services. So it looks on paper like we're making more money, but the expenses have increased. And there's only specific allowable deductions, according to the IRS, and they got my Venmo payments and all my PayPals and stuff, and they're saying that I'm in the 32 or 24% tax bracket. Man, they're saying that I made $86,000 last year. There's going to be panic. It's going to be a really weird situation. Now, is this going to happen to everybody? No. There's a steady erosion of the middle class, you know. Hey, that's what's happening. That's been happening for a while. What can you do? Besides, understand the system and work with it while working against it, or at least not allowing it to work against you and your family. Why is it important to go private now? What does that mean? Private as far as the structures that are utilized by you and your family to do business, title assets, and administer your private affairs. Private contractual trusts are governed by the trust indenture if they are crafted correctly and are not subject to legislative restrictions, as are corporations or other entities that are under legislative control. The Internal Revenue Service cannot say what is an allowable deduction or is not when it comes to a private contractual entity. The contract makes the law. Not even the Internal Revenue Service can impair the obligation of contract. They would be going against the Constitution. So while expenses increase, the contract indenture allows specific deductions to reduce taxable income. That's a big deal. It's called bracket creep. You're gonna creep into higher tax brackets, y'all. That's this. There are conditions that exist that are outside of our control. You know, I mean, there's really nothing that can be done. But there are things that can be done. You need to understand how the system works, at least the commercial system, when it comes to the exchange of energy and goods and services, how to properly administer the correct structures in the proper way to legally avoid taxation, to legally avoid tax brackets. There's no tax bracket for private trust. Anything that isn't deducted according to the tax indenture or dispersed to the beneficiaries is subject to tax. Currently, I think it's 39.6% for trust. But the type of trust that we administer, you know, according to the contract indenture, typically trustees are disallowed administering the trust in such a manner to where there was a tax owed. Now, you think you're doing your dance, but when it comes to tax avoidance, this is setting up your businesses and affairs and structuring them correctly and transacting in a way to where there's no tax obligation, which is the opposite of operating in a certain way, incurring tax obligations and attempting to evade them, which is 100% illegal and could get you into a lot of trouble. absolutely important to go private. Now, you may say, so I have a job, you know, I'm a certain age, I don't see myself starting a business, so on and so forth. I get it. The benefit of trust is also the legal avoidance of death tax, inheritance tax, generation skipping tax, gift tax, probate tax. There are many, 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 many benefits to the administration of private contractual trust entities. Many benefits. They're not discussed in the public. And one of them is, you know, I'm the trustee, I'm the administrator, the executive trustee of the trust. I put my child down as a successor trustee at the bank. She is appointed successor trustee in the trust document. If anything happens to me, all she does is bring in those subsequent documents, and she just takes over control of the checking account, the trust checking account. That could be $100 million in there. It doesn't matter. There's no taxes. There's no movement. It's not handed from one person to another person. They don't have to close the account. And nah, man, she just takes over the account, man. That simple. They issue a debit card. They give her the checks. They give her access to all, you know, all the available account statements. 100% authority. There's no death tax. There's no probate on that. The trust never died. The money didn't move. It didn't go anywhere. It still belongs to the same person, the trust. There's no probate. There's no death tax. There's no generation skipping tax. There's no nothing when you're structured properly, privately. That's just one example. And I wax poetic, I wax lyrical, however you phrase the term about trust, because I see what's coming. I trust that those of you who have been listening to the foundation for a significant amount of time recognize that there's things that I see when it comes to the future. And I speak on them, and shortly thereafter, they happen. And this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. The public is locking down. I've been saying it for years. The public is locking down. The IRS is locking down. These apps are locking down. The banks are locking down. So many things are locking down and tightening. And when these central bank digital currencies hit, y'all, if you and your family are not in control of trust accounts, trust checking accounts, trust brokerage accounts, and things of that nature, man, these individual tax rules and stuff are going to eat you alive. They're going to eat you alive. You're going to have, if you get audited and they say, oh, this is you made $80-something thousand, you owe 30% tax, whatever they say. And you're like, no, man, that was Venmo. We went out to eat. I go out to eat a lot, and, I paid for the bill, and then they get, no, prove it. How you going to go find all 11 people and get them to sign an affidavit at that birthday party that you just picked up the bill, but they Venmo'd you they portion of stuff so you can get your credit card points? And that wasn't income from a job or something like that, man. You understand what I'm saying? Think about it. Think how crazy it's about to be. Think of the potential. And there was a mistake. Oh, the system. Just look. Just look. Because it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. And it's going to be to a point where it's going to be very difficult to rectify the situation because it's so far forward. You know, they already got us. Blah, blah, blah. So, you know, I suggest that you email me, admin@welcometothefoundation.com, and inquire as to what is the requirements for getting into trustee training, for learning and setting up these business trusts, these asset trusts, these family trusts, setting up these LLCs, these business checking accounts, setting up the first couple tiers of the business credit, setting up the checking accounts for the trust, the brokerage accounts for the trust. How do I title a vehicle in trust? What do I say if they ask me these types of questions? All of these things are covered in trustee training, man. All of it. We do trustee training in sessions, which means we go through an entire session of the training, and when we're finished, we start a new one. Trustees, you can stay in as many sessions as you want. Got trustees that's been in trustee training for 4 or 5 years. No big. This is a lifestyle. It's ongoing. Trustees get my private mobile number, like actual private, not no fake voice over internet protocol number or VoIP number. None of that. A Google number. No. My actual mobile number. Hit me up. Call me at least once a week. You're going to need to talk to me. This stuff is not super duper simple to grasp, and it takes, you know, practice and consistent investigation and study before it, you know, really starts to click. Once it starts to click, trustees take off. They take off. It's great. It's a wonderful thing. I love getting the pictures and the emails, and, you know, I love it. But, you know, hey, it's training. We don't sell trust. So how about this? You want to know how to get into trustee training for free? Never done this before. This is never happened before. But this month is the 5-year anniversary of the foundation. So why not? Why not? Free trustee training, one person. What's it going to take? Starting today, January 19th, we will be keeping track of those who sign up for the email list at welcometothefoundation.com. And everyone who signs up for the email list at welcometothefoundation.com between now, today, January 19th, 2022, shout out to the live listeners, you know, because y'all got it right now. January 31st, 2022, being the 5-year anniversary of the foundation, is in the month of January. We started this in the commercial new year. The first Wednesday of January, and I think, what was it, 2017, first month of January, 2017, 5 years, blah, blah. So, January 19th, today, 2022, to January 31st, 2022, midnight Eastern Standard Time, not Central, not Pacific, not Mountain Time. Everyone will be entered into the drawing. We're going to keep track of your emails. We're going to put your emails in some random online, something that'll pick it for verification. I don't know, we'll record it. Why not? Again, but nobody playing favorites, right? And then you will be notified via the email that you signed up with at welcometothefoundation.com to the email list. You think a deal? So that's it. That's the foundation 5-year anniversary trustee training extravaganza. I know. I'm stupid. But I enjoy myself. I hope you enjoy yourself, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, you know, hey, if you're interested, hey, that's all you got to do. All you got to do, starting today, go to welcometothefoundation.com and sign up for the email list. Do it. Now, can you cheat? You're already going to cheat because there's people who are already on the email list. You know what I'm saying? Now, how do you enter if you're already on the email list? Well, you tell someone else about the show, give them the website, and they will go to welcometothefoundation.com and sign up for the email list. If they win, you and them get free trustee training. They would just have to say your name. Like, yo, so-and-so told me to go and sign up, and I'm going to win some training or something. I don't know. It was bothering me, man. So I just went and did it. I just went and did my email. I did it. It was on my back. And then I got an email saying I won something. Well, who told you to do it? Well, it was so-and-so. Both of y'all. So if you're already signed for the email list, that's how you enter. Don't play around. Don't mess around. We got sophisticated, sophisticated systems and programs. For real, I'm serious. That's what we're doing. Look, we got less than a minute left in the broadcast. 563-999-3625. Otherwise, you get cut off. You know the real. You know the real drill, or the drill deal, or the deal with the drill, or you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's the dance. Are you excited? I would be. So there it is, man. There it is. Trust y'all enjoyed the show. Am I taking callers today? Probably not. Nope. No callers. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm hungry. About to go get some of that sustenance, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all. I do these shows for free every Wednesday, very consistently, just for y'all. Straight up. Just for y'all. I really believe in this. I believe in private contractual trust. I believe in creating that separation from, the state. The private contractual trust, they only file a federal return. There's no state returns for these types of trusts because there's no state anything on them. Now, do the states try? Yeah, they try. That's why we study case law, Supreme Court case law, so we can cite case law that shows that these types of entities are, not under the jurisdiction of the statutory courts. Or individuals, you got to do a state return, you got to do a federal return. Types of trust we use, federal return, that's it. Individuals, you got ceilings to deductions, only specific deductions. Trust, whatever the contract adventure says, essentially, as long as it's, you administer the entity properly, you're going to be able to realize the benefits right away, very quickly. So, essentially that's what it is. I'll leave it up to you. So, if you're interested in trustee training, email me, admin@welcometothefoundation.com. I also suggest that you go to welcometothefoundation.com, sign up for the email list because we got this, we got this, I don't know, something's happening. I don't remember. I already forgot. So, but yeah, there's something going on with the email list. It's kind of exciting. Something about 5 years, or I don't know. But I suggest you do that. I implore you. I invite you. I welcome you. No cajoling, though. No pressure. But hey, check out the site. Hit the PDF section. We got the education tab. Just trying to give it to you. We got some other things in the works as far as the expansion and more offers to y'all, man, because that's what it's about. But it's a pleasure and an honor, as always. I apologize for the live audio, but the playback audio is going to be crisp, so don't worry about it. Check out the playback if this was a little choppy. But with that being said, y'all, I appreciate y'all. I trust that you're able to pick up what I'm putting down because this stuff is very important. And it has the potential to have enormous effects on you and your family in the future. And that's why it's important to go private now. So, I trust you understand where I'm coming from. I trust that you're motivated at least. And, if you want to know more, you can email me, admin@welcometothefoundation.com, or you can check out the website, welcometothefoundation.com. And, I look forward to serving you in the future. I look forward to serving you and your family in the future. I look forward to serving your last name. How about that? For the future. And with that being said, I love y'all. I really do. I want the best for y'all. I believe in y'all, and I know you can do it. And if I could, I'd do it for you, but that's not how it works. So I'm just trying to help you do it for yourself as much as I can. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Enjoy yourself. Take care of yourself. Take 10 things that you're thankful for before you go to sleep tonight and every night. It's very important. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. On the same hottest radio network on the planet, that is High Frequency Radio Network. I'm your host, Sot L, Seeker of Truth L, Speaker of Truth L, and it has been a pleasure to spend this time with you here at the Foundation. I'll catch you next week. Y'all enjoy yourself. Peace to the guys.
Doing this thing all the way live. High Frequency Radio.